just walking on air, your alarm clock goes off at 5 o'clock in the morning. You really wouldn't want to be getting up on a dark, cold Cambridge winter morning. Most people still haven't got up, and you're so full of endorphins. It is just a great rush, brilliant feeling, and it just sets you up for the day.
I wasn't always the best student, but when I started rowing and I started demanding more of myself out of rowing, I started demanding more out of myself in everything I did. And I think sport in general, it requires you to be the best that you can be, and it is always expect the best out of yourself.
Once you're on the start line, you just tune into the job that needs to get done. Once I'm in the boat, the rest of the day, the crowds and whatever, they all sort of fade into the background, and you're focused on what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, and how you're going to work as a team to achieve your goals.
I just take a little moment just to remember what I'm here for. I usually just sort of look up and smile and think, yeah, this is exactly where I want to be, this moment right here.
With sport, there's nothing that gives you the buzz when you have won, and you forget everything. You forget absolutely everything. It doesn't matter whether you've won a second team hockey college game or you've won actually a varsity bout. It's just that one moment where you just forget everything, and then you just feel so proud, and you feel proud to have represented your college or your university, or just to be wearing the blazer. You feel that pride, and it's fantastic.
Sport at Cambridge for me was a lot of time spent down on the river, either rowing in or coaching crews, also playing rugby, and it was a huge part of my whole university career.
It helped me organise my day-to-day life. It encouraged me to spend a little less time perhaps in the bar. I think my whole sporting life and career was reliant on that experience that I had at Cambridge.
Fantastic 3 years. I think the thing for everybody is it just goes so quickly, but in that time you pack so much in, and great sense of everybody being part of a great sporting community.
One of the big things for me, it's sort of my education in rowing, but I learned that through the people I rowed with and the coaches we had, because it was such a high standard.
To come to somewhere like Cambridge and just restrict yourself to a library is just a tragic loss. The studies are important, but don't forget about the broader curriculum, because what you can experience and what you can learn with us, it's not available in any library in Cambridge.
I'm not let's say, a silent spectator at these events, and I do always warn anyone who's sitting next to me that I apologise in advance statements or comments that I might make in supporting Cambridge University.
Sound of body, sound of mind, it really is. You tend to be a little bit more focused on everything else if you do even anything physical in a day.
It's really taught me a lot about myself and how I can push through and extend myself further than I thought possible.
If you excel, you've got the chance of representing university. But if you really want to do things for fun, or even semi-seriously at whatever level, you've got the college to represent. And most colleges have a tremendous variety of sports that people can take part in and compete.
College sport is fantastic. What it is an outlet that you can go to Cambridge, and no matter what level you are at sport, there will be a college team you can play at.
You've got it right from people who have never played a sport before, all the way up to people competing at the Olympics, and that's the wonder of sport at Cambridge.
That great combination of sport and social and academic, it's a brilliant trinity.
Cambridge maintaining the lead all the way down to the line now. We're within the last 100 metres.
It's about teamwork, and it's about relying on people and trusting that they're going to pull as hard as you are, because undoubtedly it hurts, but there's a joy in there, and a joy of winning.
Being able to get stuck in and knowing that at the end, whatever happens, you've got 10 other girls there to back you up.
When you've got Oxford chasing you and you look around and you just have to push yourself that little bit harder, I think that's quite enjoyable, especially afterwards when you've won.
You're only as strong as your weakest player, and for everyone to come together and pull out a great performance, there's no feeling like it.
And we were just going along, and I was just like, we've just hit our rhythm, and it's so sustainable. It was just like, yeah, this is Cambridge and this is what we do.
You're going to get lots of sweat, blood, tears, endeavour, application, heartbreak and absolute joy, and it's going to be magnificent.
I think that bonds that you make in a sporting team are much, much closer. The things that you go through together as a team, being challenged by other people, make you much closer friends.
really great, like some team energy here as well. Like everybody's really bonded really well this year, especially with varsity, and that's really great to experience.
Some of the friends I've made through rowing, they stay with you the rest of your life.
We flowed, we flied, it was amazing. Awesome, absolutely incredible. Best feeling in the world. It was brilliant.
It's just such a great release, you know, if I ever sort of have some pent-up stress or anything. It's just such a great thing to go out, you know, just throw and catch and run around the field for a bit.
I love the feeling of breathing. It just feels good to be like, yes.
It keeps me fit and healthy. It's a great feeling. That's a nice high.
I think that there's always time to do more sport, and the more you do, the more fun it gets. So I definitely encourage everyone to give sport a go.
It is such an adrenaline rush.
Yeah, I think 2012's a big year for Cambridge Sport with the plans for the new sports centre.
I think if we want to make sure we're one of the top universities, or remain as the top university as far as I'm concerned, then we need to have those facilities and that platform to make sure sport is on a par with our academics.
This facility will be core to all the sporting activities in the university. It will become the heart of the university, but become the place where people will want to be to play sport.
2015 was the year that we will move the women's race to the Tideway. I think it's going to be an enormous year. It'll allow us to give the women the same opportunity as the men have got.
Then it'll seem just like a day out for people celebrating excellence, both men's and women's sports.
Everyone's focused on sport this year, and I think it's been really good for sport in Cambridge.
I sort of look back on my period at Cambridge very, very fondly, and you know, I miss it a lot.
It's not about becoming an Olympic or a Paralympic champion. If you've got that talent, there's the opportunity at Cambridge to let it flourish. It's about really getting stuck in and having such a great time, making new friends, having brilliant sporting and social life.
Give it a go. I mean, at university it's one of the few times where you have opportunities to do new things, so do it.
Just get stuck in and don't be nervous.
There's nothing quite like it. It's fantastic. Extraordinary.
Liberating.
Unbelievable. Awesome.
Irreplaceable.
Fantastic.
Joy. Sport means joy.
Magical.
Friendship.
Friendship.
Teamwork. It gives you a reason for getting up and getting out of the library. What more do you want?
The key to sport is that it's a physical, mental and emotional experience. The emotion of just doing sport, being part of something that draws people together is such a positive force, such a force for the good to be involved with.